Hello. Right. I could decide what to play, and then I was like, I want to check out Botany Manor because it's just out. It's a Whitethorn game, published game, which is on Game Pass, and they actually have a page for accessibility, which has a whole bunch of stuff that they include to help with motion sickness, which I thought was just really, really cool. It was part of the press release email. So, yeah. It's a botanical puzzle game. It looks chill, and I just need something chill today. It's been a bit frantic. It is on Steam, Switch, Xbox One, Series, and Xbox Series X for $54.99, and Xbox Game Pass. And apparently until April 14th, players can purchase the game on Steam at a 10% launch discount, which is cool. And it's available in multiple languages. Developed by Balloon Studios, published by Whitethorn Games. Interesting. The studio, Balloon Studios, is founded by Lauda May, who previously worked at Us 2 on Assemble with Care and Alba, which we've played. So that's really cool. It's an ideal Xbox game, so I would imagine I will get a code. But it's on Game Pass, so I just wanted to download and play something chill. As I said, long day. Jesse, it's a gardening game. I didn't really think it was co-stream. I'll be honest. Plus, we have a backlog that's longer than my arm, so if I added it to that, I'd never play it. But yeah, I guess we'll see. So let's have a look at these options. There's an entire menu just for motion sickness. Okay, so actually I don't want to alter the camera. Accessibility, sprint, toggle, zoom. Let me actually read the thing. Toggles between walking or sprinting rather than holding. I'm okay with holding down the button. I'm okay with that. Subtle acceleration. I'm good with that. Camera transitions. We'll see. Yep. Crosshair. Yep. Crosshair. Let's make it a wee bit bigger because my stupid eyes. Getting old. No, I like having to... Right, itchy ear. I like doing left stick move, right stick camera. So we'll leave those. Motion sickness. Ooh. Right. Okay, so camera sensitivity. Adjust the speed of camera rotation. Okay, cool. We'll leave that there. Field of view. It's interesting to know because I don't actually know, what helps, except for I know that motion blur is a big no-no. Stop scratching your ear, Joe. So we might need to adjust these. Vignette is on. Walking acceleration. So, okay, disabling these might help. Crosshair. Enabling increasing. Okay, I thought there was a thing specifically for motion blur, but maybe that's under one of the other things. Music down a tad. Controls, right. Walk, look, interact. Herbarium. Yay. Cool. Sprint is LB. I'm sure we will try every other thing under the sun before we remember that. Anyway, let's start the game. I did say on Tuesday that I didn't think it was a co-stream game, that it was something that I just wanted to chill. 1890 Botany Manor, Somerset. Hey, Nikki. That was a very excited something or other animated emote. What is it? It is treacle? Kitsune? Something? Right, okay. May want to adjust that camera speed, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's better. If it swings around too much, it does make me nauseous. Okay. Lady Arabella, we're so happy to have you back. Sorry. I just realised the music is very low. Have you back at Botany Manor. I hope you had a lovely trip. In your absence, I'm afraid some things in the manor have deteriorated, though I can assure you we tried our best to keep things in order. I hope it doesn't affect your research too much today, Bennett. Now, it has a lovely text overlay. We love this in a game. But that font is not too small and it is readable. So, I'm happy. My eyes definitely think. Okay, we've got a parcel. Is this going to be our herbarium? Arabella Green, Botany Manor, Somerset. Okay. We got it. It's 9 minutes past 8. Stop vibrating on me. Okay. Forgotten Flora. And a herbarium by Arabella Green. Oh, it's mine. Okay. Dear Arabella Green, thank you once again for spitting your book proposal, Forgotten Flora. Please send this empty herbarium book back to us once you've completed your research and we'll be in touch with a potential offer. Sincerely, Mayflower Publishing House. Okay. Cool. Research and compiled by Arabella Green. Maps, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5. Cool. We have no maps yet. Ooh, there's some clues. Ooh, cool. Okay, right. So, letter, book. Book is opened with Y. I've got the hiccups. Right. I really do have the hiccups. That's annoying. Can we climb the ladder? No. I like it. It's a nice, simple, but a very effective graphics. Sort of a little bit chunky, but in a really good way. And those are gorgeous. Okay. Chapter 1. A fresh start. New plant added. Ooh. What did I get? Windmill wort. Anemone fabrua. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smoggy air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. I haven't filled in all the clues for this plant. Seed packet location conservatory. Okay, right, so first plant. Okay, cool. Alright. This is gonna be my seed packet. Excellent. And here's a little picture of the seed. Yes, you did mention it. I've had it earmarked, was waiting for it to come out. Got the press release. When did it come out? 9th. 2 days ago. I think. God. Tiny font on my computer. Yeah. It came out on Tuesday, which was why I mentioned the co-stream that I was probably going to stream this on Thursday, which is today. Today is Thursday. It's a week gone. Just because it's like it reminded me of sort of, strange horticulture and the whole we get to grow plants thing. And I like. Okay, so we've got a pot. Inspect empty pot. Okay. That's just emptying the pot. Can we put it down? There we go. Right. Scoop soil. Oh, well, we got another pot. Okay. Inspect pot with soil. Okay, right. Hang on. Let me read the instructions first. Place pot on saucer. Add soil to pot. Plant a seed. Water the seed. Okay. How do I add a seed? Oh, seed inventory. Plant windmill wort. Cool. And then water. Okay. Windmill wort. Alright, so we need to find out where to place it. Windmill wort. Wildflower. Volcanic flower. Okay, that implies heat. Okay, volcanic flowers. Oh, Jessie is online. Ideal soil temperature is like 50 or so degrees. How on earth I manage that, I don't know, but... Wow, it's very smoggy in here. Can we put it in direct sunlight? Right, okay, right. Now I'm going to go and read the stuff on the notice board. Now I'm not carrying a plant around. Okay, so Windmillwort is a volcanic flower. Checkered lily is a meadow flower. Sword lily is a woodland flower. Daffodil is a grassland flower. Okay, things vibrating at me. Oh, got to remind me. Never mind. Okay, and then we've got some ideal temperatures. Important clues get added to the herbarium where you can assign them to plants. If you're stuck, tracking clues can help you order and validate your research. Add clue. Wildflowers. Ideal soil temperatures. But yeah, I'm temperature charts. Okay. Maybe there's something else in here. All right, we are literally hitting a wall of fog. Lovely collision on that. Nice. I like it. Okay. Ooh, hello. Postcard from Marianne. Okay, it really needs a background on the white, text on the white, or a little bit more of an outline. And that is a fancy font. Right, okay. To Lady Arabella Green, Botany Manor, Somerset, England. Dearest Arabella, on my hike I came across the windmillwort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. Some locals told me that the flower bud has air purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements, the plant rarely blooms. Maybe the flower could help with the smog pollution in your conservatory. Your friend and peer, Marianne. Excellent. Somerset falls victim to industrial fog. Okay, so I think postcard. So we got all the clues. It needs to be at 50 degrees, but I have no idea how to calculate that. Oh, hello. Is this a temperature thing? Ah, right, okay. There we go. Hopefully, it will like that. I don't know how to tell if it likes that. Alright, so we've set it to 50. So it's freaking sweltering in here, of course. Right, we'll put that on there. That is to empty out stuff. The compost. So if we fail at a flower, that's just our letter. How fast does it grow? Because, you know, I'm kind of impatient. Oh, hello. Open heat vent. Ah, does this make it hot in here? Hi, Dan and Milo. Oh, you're blue today. How are you doing? Doing okay? Sorry. Oh, right, hang on. Not put it in the sun. Put it in front of the heat vent. Oh, look! It likes that! You're very tired, you don't know why, you just want to snooze. I mean, I'm very tired, I know this. I know why I'm very tired, and I always want to snooze. Though I did read a really good book today. I'm in the middle of reading a really good book today. And I want to get back to it, but I was like, stream. Because this looks like a cool game. Though this looks like a game that is going to make me very impatient. Okay, it just hid from me. It hid. It hid. How dare. Okay. Botany cannot wait. Well, you know, I thought, you know, cancelling the stream just because I wanted to read a book was probably... You're tired because you had a delivery that showed up before you usually wake up. Oh, I had a delivery today that wasn't for me. And it was right in the middle of a meeting. It was very rude. He handed me this heavy parcel and I looked at the label because I was like, I didn't order anything. And I'm not expecting anything this heavy. Looked at the label. It's like, yes, it's flat 6, but you got the wrong bloody building, mate. I'm like, that's 213. It's down the road. I'm like, read the goddamn address before you try and deliver things. Do I need to water it again? It's very slow. Can I get more seeds? I'm a little bit impatient. But hey, this is where we played on stream, so yeah, if I had like a couple of seeds that I was growing, that would be cool. Do I need to water it again? How much do I need to water it? Okay, well, I'm gonna water you again. Yes, I know you're freaking out, but no, I can't water you again. Okay, so apparently you only want to be watered once. You don't like being picked up. I should probably stop picking you up. Just gonna give you some more heat. I could plant another one. I feel like I should let this one grow first. You're not growing fast enough for me. Maybe I need to make it a little bit warmer. You keep on getting takeaways for the wrong street. Ah. That's... Oh, hang on. Sicily, it needs to be 60. Silly me for trying to average things. There we go. Aha! Look at that. Look at that. I didn't have to wait. I just had the wrong temperature. Ooh, hello. Hello, pretty. Yes. Paint dry faster, cake bake quicker. You know. Watch pot never boils. Boil, damn it. I got a bloop. Windmill wort. Grow the windmill wort. The windmill wort naturally grows in volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees. The bud contains air purifying qualities, so the flower can filter its environment from dense smog. Excellent. We got a daily quest this month. Okay, right. Does that mean I can get out? Yes! Now I can go and get more seeds. Oh, really? Stop with the hiccuping. It's annoying me. Yeah. It's like there are 2 flat 6s on this road, but that's why there's a, you know, a building number. Sit. Oh, we got an achievement for sitting. I wish I got an achievement for sitting every day. In the jungle, the mad jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. A wimble wart, a wimble wart, a wimble wart, a wimble wart. I like that term. Okay, we've got drawing from nature. Oh, but we can't actually open it. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Those are foxglove, I think. Oh, we've got mushrooms. Normally, mushrooms growing in the grass, I stomp. Thank you. Thanks for the clip. Mainly because, you know, they can be poisonous. They're little puffbally ones. So, you know, inevitably when they grow in my dad's garden, but I can't stomp on these ones. It won't let me. So we'll assume that they're not toxic. Da, da, da. Oh, now I've got that stuck in my head. To be fair, it's a bit better than what I had stuck in my head earlier. So, you know. Ooh, hello. This is pretty. It does look a little bit graphically like hyper resourceful anaconda peanut butter jelly time. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely a clip name. I like it. Peekaboo. The graphics are a wee bit witnessy, but I think they're more floofy. There's definitely some nice floofy paint like shaders on these bushes. I like them. Oh, okay, so where do we go down here? Let's go see if we can open this gate. Right, left was. Ah, that's locked. I got a bloop! Shake a locked door. I like this. It's giving me achievements for stuff that I would do in real life. Like sitting down. And shaking a gate. Collect key. Entrance garden. Cool. I'm currently busy researching. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell. Arabella. Aren't I Arabella? Why am I ringing my own bell? Botany Manor, home of the Green family. Okay. So are we not in... Hang on, now I've got confused where I'm actually in. Peanut butter jelly time. Unlock. I thought I said we just unlocked our own thing, right? So pretty. It's another thing that can have a sit on. I do really would like some more seeds, please. There is a lot of ladders that I can't climb. Would like to climb some ladders, please. Little trellises. Plant pots. Another city downy. That looks like it's got a moustache. It's quite cute. Ooh. Okay. Blocked by plant pot. Oops, we've got some clipping going on. Oh, duck! Reminds you of my cat. Yes, just without the brain-numbingly complicated puzzles. Duck! That's got to be a Gone Home reference, right? Quack, quack. Inspector Duck. I feel like there was a duck in Gone Home with a key under, or in a cupboard or something. Don't know. Quack, quack. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Right, okay. We've got more potting stations. How have I gotten to 2 already? Okay, alright. Fulguria. Ulex fulguris. I came across the Fulguria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm and interested in learn about its growth requirements. Seed packet location grand staircase. Ash plume. Sorry. This might be a tough case to crack. Seed packet location rose garden. We've got some clues. I mean, it does say like 4 to 5 hour completion. I mean, I'm not planning... Oh, hello. We've got some maps now. I'm not planning on rushing it. So, gatehouse... we started in the conservatory. And then we came up the drive... we came up the driveway. We visited the gatehouse. Then we did the entrance garden. We had a look at a long hedgerow. We didn't do the orchard bit. We haven't gone in there. Rose garden, okay. And then we came in for the ground floor, and we've got way too many rooms for my brain to, you know, process. 4 to 5, not 45. What is flashing at me? Oh, seed packet. Bulgaria. We haven't got any clues yet. Okay. Blurry photo. Camera experiment 1. 10th of the 5th, 1890. I purchased a new camera and flash lamp to document my flowers. The picture looks a little blurry though. I'll have to investigate the camera settings. Dark photograph. Camera experiment number 3. Picture is so dark impossible to see the flowers. I can't believe how quickly I've run out of that incredibly expensive flash powder. Photo 2. Oh, well lit photo. Pleased with this picture. Looks like I'm getting the hang of the camera. I feel like that's a little bit like my experiments. It's like, I've got this. Oh no, now it's a disaster. Arabella's parents. I feel like I'm gone round in a complete nonsensical way. Ooh, hello. Ooh, ooh! We get to do science! And there's a mushroom, red cap. So we can add sulfur, potassium, magnesium, phosphor, sodium, titanium, zinc, and barium to, I'm assuming, the soil. Ooh, I feel like some of those combine magnesium and something do a lovely green flame. I can't quite remember. Science was a long time ago. Art of painting. That's the second painting book we found. Oh, and a city chair. And a bicky. Can we eat the bicky? Can't eat the bicky. Excuse me. Ugh. It's not the game. Are those ingredients about the cocktail menu next to the line? Yes. Sorry. It's not the game yawning. It is still the side effects of my medication making me sleep literally half the time. I wish I was kidding. I am not. And I am still exhausted. Ooh, hello. Some ancient Celtic tribes practice a coming of age ritual this month when someone was considered old enough. It was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of those rituals involved picking a flower in the woods, not just any flower, of course. The gatherer had to find a fulgura. This flower is only known to bloom during thunderstorms. Okay. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes were striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate test of courage. Where are we going to find a lightning storm? Maybe the photographs were a clue. I'm going to have another look at them before I just blindly add them to things. Just opening all of the doors. Arabelle and Elizabeth. I got an achievement for playing on the piano. Ooh, collect key. Back terrace. Flash powder. Oh, maybe the lightning can be used for flash powder. That makes sense. Lady Arabella, these past weeks I've been seeing lots of bright flashes coming from the back room of your house. It scares my cows immensely as they think a storm must be coming. My milk production has taken a hit because of this, and if you enjoy fresh milk in your morning cup of tea, I'd advise you to keep the flashes to a minimum. Farmer Charles. I'm going to add the photographs as a clue. Take a picture. Oh, we've got to figure out how the picture thing works. Glass plate. We don't have any flash powder, so we can take a picture of a flower. That is a very unique way of doing things. I'm not thrashing the cows. I like that you can sit down a lot for your new Lumen photographic flash lamp. Fill the container with flash powder, close the container, press the button connected to the camera and the Lumen flashlight. Witness a bright flash. Ooh. And some spectacles. Flash lamp manual. Spectacles. Right, but it's an empty flash powder thing. But we haven't planted the soil yet anyway, so we should do that. Stop yawning, Joe! It's really annoying. Okay. Taunton to London, Paddington. Due to a return journey, first class. Elderly discount applied, 9th of June, 1890. Right. Cool. Oh! Whoa! There's a tree! There's a tree in my hall. There's a tree where I can place a plant in my hall. Oh, and there's a family tree. Generation 1. John Green, born 1756, married Ursula Pengilly, born 1759. They had a child, Richard Green, born in 1785. John passed in 1805. Ursula passed in 1806. Generation 2. Richard Green, born 1785, married Mary Deal, born 1786. They had 2 children, Theodore John Green, born 1810, and Augustus Green, born 1812. Richard passed in 1856 and Mary passed in 1860. James Pendleton, born 1780, married Anna Williamson, born 1788. They had 2 children, Adelaide Pendleton, born 1807, and Agnes Eliza Pendleton, born 1809. James passed in 1826 and passed in 1849. Generation 3. Augustus Green, born 1812, married Adelaide Pendleton, born 1807. They had 2 children, Arabella Mary Green, born 1835, and Elizabeth Ann Green, born 1838. Adelaide passed in 1838. Oh, that's not a good... Oh, no, Augustus passed in 1879. That means she died when Elizabeth was born. Agnes Eliza Pendleton, born 1809, married Henry Goodfellow, born 1806. They have 2 children, William Henry Goodfellow, born 1830, and Thomas Goodfellow, born 1832. Henry passed in 1862. Generation 4. Elizabeth Ann Green, born 1838, married Arthur Hopgood, born 1831. They have 1 child, Florence May Hopgood, born 1836. So we're Arabella Mary Green, then, born 1835. That's actually a lot easier to look at the picture and see about that rather than read that thing. Oh, message. Lady Arabella Green. I'm pleased to let you know that your family tree is complete, carefully tracing the history of your lineage. As per your request, I altered the customary presentation, now displaying the maiden names of the ladies in your family rather than their current names acquired through marriage. Should you require any further adjustments or have additional inquiries, I remain at your service. Yours, Robert Hinchley, genealogist. Well, that's cool. We like that. So many chairs to sit on. Dartmoor, the year round. Home to breathtaking sights, home to Wistman's Wood, Becky Falls. Travel by train. It's locked. The kitchen is locked. Darn it, I wanted a snack. Pyrophiles. Genealogist, an expert in genies. Indeed. Pyrophiles. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species in the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have learned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. Facts about pyrophiles. Their seeds typically possess... Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. Interesting. That sounds like a clue. Pyrophiles. Ooh, and Dartmoor poster. Cool. Hedgehog! Ugh, sorry. I can't help it. No, not the yawns. The yawns, they are annoying. Locked from the other side. But the window, it is open. Okay. We need to put the thing inside with the flash. There was a... I swear the way we came in, there was a nice... Oh, was it like... Oh, it's a painting room. Put books. I like it. A lone bit of bread. Flowering plants of Great Britain. I can't read the books. That makes me sad. We can sit again if we wanted to. Was there a key in that open? Ooh. Yes, but it's the other side, so we can't. Well spotted. And we have our fire seed. My fingy still hurts, just using it less today. Seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year in the location I found them. Cow parsley. Poppy, buttercups. Ash plume was in Wistman's woods. Water anemone. Halfacombe. Wild thyme. Foxglove. So, ash plume was found in Wistman's wood. Which is why we have that Dartmoor poster. Those are giant foxgloves. Letter from Grace. My dear friend Arabella, a friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous grey squirrels. They are latest trending garden decoration. All of my neighbours have sent for them as well. It's a great investment. The 2 squirrels now have started a big family and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is that I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. Well, I wonder why, Grace. You must visit and see the squirrels for yourself. Can I shoot them so they don't kill off all the red squirrels? Saw a black squirrel once. That was cute. Oh, I'm really sorry. Stop yawning. I do apologise. It's not the game. It is 100% me. Kitchen key. Oh dear. Okay, kitchen notes. Thursday. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to know how to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella might not be best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's always so scatterbrained. She's so scatterbrained, always off on her fancy research trips. Shopping list: flour, milk, potatoes, egg, leeks, and carrots. Okay. But if there's a mortar and pestle in the kitchen, I'm guessing we need to probably break down the fire seat? Don't know. I think kitchen brings the possibility of a drink tea blue. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to backtrack. Get distracted by the kitchen. Oh, sorry. It's not fair to this game. Because that's not why I'm tired. This game is adorable. Carrots. And the chair doesn't look as comfy though. Ooh, hello. Fire. Dear lady, we received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences along with your enclosed drawings. We do not at present and have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in the laboratories and lecture halls. By all means continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden and domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilised in a career in botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Arsehole John Altringham. Sorry, Professor. Arsehole. Ooh. Broken mortar. History of Dartmoor. Professor will present how the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods, how early settlers came to the area, cleared most of the trees for pasture using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story, how the Moorland we know and love today came into existence. Yes, yours sincerely, Professor Dickface. Exactly. Hazel's priceless recipes for the home farm, workshop, and every department of humour endeavour. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe perfected to warm those cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is they have a tough shell, but they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. Can I roast Professor Dickface's chestnuts? Ooh, I can't read that. Blessed is this kitchen by grace and holy light. May all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is each room with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the keys of the year of construction. For this, friends, is the key. Gifted by Nicholas Owen. Oh, it's a clue! The year of construction, when was Botany Manor constructed, is obviously a clue for something. I don't want his chestnuts in. I want to pop them in the fire. That was really where I was going. I don't like chestnuts. Mysterious symbol. It is a lamb with the flag. Hello, what are you? Weights! Weights! Oh, we get to weigh stuff. Cool. All right. But yeah, does anyone remember if it says when Botany Manor was constructed? Because I feel like that's a clue. Right, now we need to get undistracted and go back to wherever it was we came in. Here. Right, okay. Potting soil. Plant Bulgaria. Water. So yeah, I'm going to reiterate, Jesse, that I'm fairly certain that this is not a co-stream game. I'm here exploring every nook and cranny, and you've already solved everything. Okay, I forget what the instructions said to do with this thing. Okay. Fill the container, close the container. We don't think we found the flash powder yet, though, have we? Yeah. So, we've got it ready. We've just not got any flash powder because this was... Ah, but maybe we could create some. We could create some. Hello, potassium and magnesium. 2-to-1 ratio. I didn't read that part. 2 potassium, 1 magnesium. Such the crooks and nannies. Oh, that just sounds really bad. 2 potassium, 1 magnesium. Can we mix it? Is there a mixing thing? Or do we just... Doesn't look very mixed. How do I mix it? Ooh, hello. Oh, that's chemical disposal. I didn't read that. I should have read that better. Try that again. Maybe if we just do it this way then. Can we pick up a... I want to mix it. Okay, well maybe it's just, you know, like, it'll be fine. Rotate the flask super fast to mix. It doesn't rotate super fast. It's mixed there. It's fine. Okay, close. Take a picture. Wow. Look at that. Bloop. Achievement unlocked. Bulgaria. Grow the Bulgaria. Bulgaria only grows during thunderstorms, with the flashes of lightning provide the bright light the flower needs to bloom. Because of its dangerous growing conditions, not many people have witnessed its beauty. It is very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Can we put the flask down? Yay. That's so cool. That is so cool. Right, okay. I'm going to put the flask back, otherwise we'll need it again and I'll go, where's the flask? Because there's only one of them. Right, okay, cool. So we haven't gone upstairs either. Oh, hello. Dear Arabella. Shh. Hopgood Household, 1890. My dearest Arabella, I hope this letter finds you well as you set off for London on your important trip. The thought of you in a bustling city working on your ambitions both excites and worries me. Time is indeed past, and yet your determination for your field remains inspiring to me. I never imagined all those years ago that we'd be writing to each other in our 5th decade about such endeavours. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and of course let me know how I can be assistance on your return. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Aww. Cute. More chairs! Gosh, there better not be achievement for sitting on all the chairs, because there are so many chairs. I feel like there was part of this bit that we hadn't explored. There's a lot of things that are locked. I like that you just sort of find keys. Oh, hello. My dear friend, good luck on your trip. I would have loved to have joined you like in our younger days, but your tales about the trip will suffice for me next meet. I will never forget the Maria Jackson passage you once highlighted to me. In examining plates, you take the authority of others, whereas in botany, as in all other things, we can make little progress if we do not see for ourselves. Well, now you must travel and see some interesting species for yourself. I am inspired and look forward to hearing all about it. Your friend always, Eleanor. And there's a walking stick. And a cute hat. And more places to sit. And little peak holes. Ooh, stop with the yawning, Joe. It's really annoying me. Okay, so this is where we started in the conservatory. Conservatory was not attached to the house, weirdly. We have our lovely little windmill flower. I like the windy passages. I imagine they'll have some progressive loading of the level so that it has good memory usage. Because if you can't see it, it doesn't matter if it's not there. Little trick that I learned. Okay, I think... Did we go down here? Yeah, I think we've got everything now. Because this links back around to going in the house. Right, okay, cool. We haven't missed anything. We can go upstairs. I'm not going to bother doing that until we found some more clues. Because I need to figure out, you know. So if a tree falls off screen, it doesn't make a sound. No, and it probably doesn't even fall. It's very clever. Has a fancy name. Oh, yes. That'll be the code. The library hall. Which means we need to find out what year the manor was founded. There's a tree in the way. It literally says blocked by tree. I love that. It's like there's a gigantic tree in the house, so of course, door blocked by tree. That's great. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you don't render what you can't see. And if you don't render it, then it doesn't take up memory. So we need to find out. Oh, wait, it's a letter lock. Oh. Right. Did I misread the clue then? I thought that was going to be a year. Okay, and in which case is that the initials of the person family tree? No, because it's not 3. Or is it our initials? We are Arabella Mary Green. AMG. Let's try that. That's not going to work because it only goes up to I. Let's go back and reread the thing in the kitchen. I made an assumption. Remember the year of construction. Okay, well that's obviously a different lock then. Though it doesn't really help me because I don't actually know. I should have looked when I was in the conservatory. Right, we went upstairs. That was what we did. Wait, no. Okay, hang on. It doesn't help that my running finger is also my sword finger. I will hydrate in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Oh, god damn it. That did not have the year in it. I was like, there was a plaque. There we go. I had a good hydrate. Lukewarm tea. Well, while we're down here, we may as well go and look back in the conservatory. Everyone keep your eyes peeled if you spot something that might be a 3-letter code. Going no higher than I. Or an indicator of... Oh, it's the publishing house. Sorry. Again, 100% me. The game is fun. And I'm also not saying that, because I feel like, I need to say it. I would yawn whatever I was playing. I will still yawn after getting 10 hours sleep. And it'll take me like an hour to be able to move, and it's not fun. And I submitted a thing to my doctors this morning going, hey, I'm supposed to have like a 6-week review thing. Can someone call me? But, I put it in the repeat prescription thing. So I was like, well, I've only got 5 days left, 4 now. And they're like, yeah, your prescription is on its way. I'm like, did you not even read the thing that said, can someone call me, please? So now I don't know whether I've got a prescription or whether someone's going to call me. And then, of course, by the time I, get back to them, it'll be like tomorrow. And it's like, okay, well, I'll try again tomorrow because they keep closing the stupid thing. Right, anyway. While we're having a look, we may as well plant the ash plume. And go stick it in that kitchen fire thing. There we go. Crack! Germinate the ash plume seed. So now, for now, I'm just going to plop it here because I don't actually know where it needs to go. There was something with Wisman's wood and Dartmoor, and something about like burning wood helping, but you know, for now I've cracked it open, but I need more clues. I mean, I feel like the maiden name thing is a clue. Doesn't look like Arabella married. Elizabeth did. So which on here would fulfill the whole doesn't go higher than I? Elizabeth Ann Green would work. And in fact, it's the only one. So let's try Elizabeth Ann Green. No. Okay. I don't know how I can unblock unless I set the whole tree on fire, really. I have to be honest. Okay, I'm not sure I like how that chapter thing works, particularly. What am I missing? I love that 90, at 50 she's considered elderly. Yeah. I didn't have another key, no. Just very pretty. Trees. Trees? Chairs. There's like a lake. I like that. We got that clue. Goddamn squirrels. From the side. Broken the mortar. Doing the peeling, looking at the river. I like it. Where is this? Somerset. You see, I could totally just climb over that. Okay, I'm missing something. What am I missing? I feel like I should be able to get into the library. I like that's the kindling pile. Something with Elizabeth. Oh, the maiden name. Maiden name clue. Yes, maybe it's the married name. Good thought. So, H, Hopgood. It would be Elizabeth Ann Hopgood now. Yeah, see, I knew I was missing something. Let's try that. No. Sorry. Really good idea, but no. And we are still blocked by tree. But I've still got 2 more clues. I'm fairly certain I've been everywhere I can get. This is not blooming there. I'm not just going to carry it randomly around the house. That room's more, that sort of side is more for the other clue. Surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural. I really think it would be kind of dangerous to set that on fire. What about Agnes Elizabeth Goodfellow? AEG. Or did we just have that? No, that was the other way around. No. It's like getting side-eyed by a goat. It's these days, exactly. got anything to weigh. Oh, I missed a bit. There we go. Hello to someone special. Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the formal garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennet. It's really sweet. It's reminding me a wee bit of Downton Abbey. Hello. The ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood, covered in moss. They withstood the test of time, though none can tell the sorrows that befall those trees in Wistman's wood. Yes, well, poem. Still need another clue. Ooh! Ooh! Porcelain duck! I think this person has a thing for ducks. Oh, hello. We've got another area. Ah, hello. Birch, cherry, maple, oak. I've literally forgotten what the poem said. We'll go back in a minute. Home smoking and curing. Using the home smokery. Oh, hello. Figured it out. Alright, okay. Type of wood is of great importance, though. Which one to pick depends entirely on your personal preferences. Burning wood from different types of trees produce different smoke aromas due to different character compositions. Cool. Right. So, one, we need our plant pot. Is that sausage? One, we need our plant pot. And two, we need the right kind of wood. There we go. We've found our final clue. Excellent. There we go. I was missing a door. Oak. We want oak. So, thank you, big tree, for taking care of my little plant. Wrong way. I didn't see this door over here. And wait for time as well. Oak. No, not too bad. Well, it's kind of sad, I have to say. Bloop. It blooped on my phone. Ash plume. The ash plume is a pyrophile evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seeds crack open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it's safe to bloom. Well, that is really sad. Ash plume. We did. It just didn't bloop on stream. Okay. Ah, gatehouse delivery. Orchard. Dear Lady Green, we are pleased to deliver a new key for your orchard gate. We hope you're enjoying the gate. Don't hesitate to visit us again should you need further metalwork or decoration for the manor. Sincerely, John Babbage. I don't know why everyone's got a weird old-timey accent thing. I'm just going to assume it's because I watched way too much Downton Abbey. So the orchard is over there. Okay, we unlocked an area. Excuse me. Peculiar petals. We are not going to do the whole thing today. We will do these 2 plants and then we will finish, because I don't want to do the whole thing on stream and people have nothing to discover themselves. We've got Pixie Tears. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. Which is location in the orchard. And Wolfglove. The small flower's long tubular petals. How interesting. In the orangery. Ooh, we're getting to go in there as well. So religious blessing in the kitchen. And the mysterious... Symbol? Symbol. So, the year and that goat with a flag are apparently useful for something in here. Orchard. Very small trees, though, considering how tall my camera point is. Sit! Done a lot of sitting. Okay, firstly. Dear niece, I have gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes, as they are charming as well as educational, though I'll take no offence that should they put your little ones straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. Note to Florence. The wolf-glove. High on the mountain top so steep grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf-glove's howl, clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Okay, so that's there's an actual pig in there. That is a clue. Nursery rhyme. There is a little pig. I'm assuming it's fake. Oh, hello. We don't have any more seeds, but we have at least a potting thing. Can we open you? Yes. Does this come back round to where we were before? The Heritage Orchard. Preservation of endangered apple species. No, this is new. Oh, cute. Cider making and apple blending. Sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. There's an apple called the cat's head. There's also one called a knobby russet. And Lord Peckover. Seymour's Delight. Okay. So those are hilarious. That's definitely got some crusty knobby bits on. I like this one. Oh, there's a blue one. Interesting. Aha! Knobby russet. That is obviously the knobbly one. The blue one is Merlin's Mist. The pink one I said I liked is the Kingston Black. But it's not black, so that confuses me. The cat's head doesn't look anything like a cat. So that's that. That's the thing. Oh, but it's there. Let's pick it up. Does it look like a cat? It looks like a ghost. Or an alien. Ah, but there is something that's germinated with cider. So that's cool. So we need to find the right acidity. Ooh. Pixie Tears. Orchards. It's got to be apple blending and cider apples then. dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you've been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there's fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I'll find a way to correct the seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Well, thank you very much for mansplaining to me, Charles. It's fine. I figured it out. It is. Because, you know, the ash bloom totally did it fine without no, needing to be a thingy. Oh, sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. Found the following amounts to work best with different pots. Oh, fancy. That's going to make my head hurt, isn't it? Red campion, foxglove, spring dance, tincture of iodine, perfect for preparing microscope slides. Chloroplasts! In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun, converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, it's not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have indeed adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Yes, oops, wrong way. Chloroplasts. Cradle fern. Bluebell. Pixie tears have no chloroplasts. Orchard mosaic. That's cute. So this is on Game Pass. Is anyone else planning on having a play? Willow Lodge, Rowan Park. Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologise again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, though I'm convinced it exists and we'll find it one day. It won't be easy, they tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. Cool. History of England. Priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some houses built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. I don't know why I'm laughing. Because that was obviously a horrific time. But it's just kind of a little bit funny. That's not what I thought a priest hole was. That's why I was laughing. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it's thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Okay. Right. So there's probably a hidden priest hole. I'm sorry. I am juvenile, apparently. Lady Arabella, I've received your request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. Legends say that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon those who dare enter the tower. We need winds. Orangery Priest Hole also Jet Set Willy rooms. That's a game, right? I don't think I played that. We want ferocious winds for the wolf bloom. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie, the builder. Okay, Willy. You do you, mate. Oh, so pretty. Love it. So pretty. Right. So in here is obviously where we're putting the wolf bloom. We can figure out how to get up here. Broken anemometer. That's to measure wind speed. Oh my god, it's an old-fashioned lift. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, interesting. I feel like that should have featured in Ready Player One or something. But I don't remember it being mentioned. Oh! Mountaineer. I just got an achievement. Apparently they're not popping visibly anymore. Go to the top of the tower. Okay. So we're at the top. So I'm feeling that if we can somehow figure out this, then we can make our thing bloom. But I'm not sure it intends to... It really needs to necessarily work, per se. Just try all the windows and see which one makes it bloom. We just let in some wailing. I like it. It's very windy now. Wind tower, test 1, test 2. Ah, right, okay. Wind speed of 30, whatever FS is on 3rd floor. Wind speed of 50 FS on 2nd floor. Wind speed of 45 FS. Ah, interesting, interesting. On the 4th floor, 20. So there's a thing with which ones you've got open. Somehow my anemometer broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. So I've opened all of them and I don't know what wind speed that gives me, but we've got some things once we know what it needs. Alpine exploration. Aha! Right. So we have wind speed and the pressure in millibars. Anyone remember which mountain we climbed for the wolf thing? I remember reading it, but I don't remember. It was an SU drive. I don't remember what mountain it said. Yay! Painting room! Who's this from? Okay. Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase to the orangery collapsed in your absence. I've already written to the builder and the OP wants to sort it out, though, as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologise if it's getting away in your research. Don't suppose you could find another way into the bottom level. Okay. Dearest Arabella, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad you couldn't join us this time, but understand you're busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday we were lost on a hike and suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon enough we discovered it was coming from a tiny flower. If only you'd been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend always, Natty. Okay, cool. The Alps is the answer then. Oh, from Natty Golding. Just as a little goat on the stamp. Oh, wow, it really did collapse. Maybe there's a priest hole somewhere. There is something over there that looks suspiciously like a door. Oh! Oh, I did not know that X Preloaders were on the dev team. I did know that it was the studio, Balloon Studio, was founded by someone who used to work at us too. It's brilliant. I'm enjoying it so much so far. And I like that it has like a whole page about accessibility with different things of motion sickness and how to combat it, because I get really motion sick. But yeah, it's so cool. But look, it's so pretty. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And now I'm gonna have to go look up which X preloaders are on the team. For those of you that don't know, I work at Preloaded, and Lyle is tech lead on team. Yes, so it is the Alps. We want the wind speed in the Alps, and I've gone all the way past the thing with the wind speed because I was going back to unlock the painting room. So I'm going to go and unlock the painting room because apparently that's what I want to go do. So I just got a new key. See if I can get any more clues. Then go up and look up the wind speed in the Alps. But I still think I need possibly one more step. The frosted glass. Yes, that is very cool. Yeah, there's also a random mysterious symbol. It's very sunny for Somerset. Isn't Somerset like supposed to be sunny? I thought Somerset was supposed to be sunny. I'd like to figure out how to get into the library, but I feel like I've not pulled that clue yet. But I do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like the purple. I like the purple. I want to touch it. It looks so soft. Okay, what do we got? Can't read that. Meadow Orchids Research Team, 1862, Anne Jones, Robert Brown, Arabella Green, and Professor John Montague. Well, I'm sure Arabella would be professor if the snooty university wasn't so sexist. Who's this from? Society for Botanical Research, August 1861. Dear Ms. Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on botanical fields work, you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I am sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. May I also recommend John Lindley's Ladies' Botany, an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself. Excuse me. Hiccups. About a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectfully. That's totally not respectfully. J.W. Curtis. It's like, just slap me in the face, why not? Ooh. Oh, constructed 1593. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that because memory like a sieve sometimes. There's our answer to wherever it is we need to put 1563 in. That's pretty. Doesn't tell me what my 3-letter code for the library is, but flower painting in watercolor. Oh, watercolor's a good medium for flowers. Symbology. Ooh, that's a funny font. A study where the discerning reader will find history in the use of religious and folkloric symbols throughout the art of the world. Published by Edward & Co. Publishing and Supply Company, Museum Street, London. Okay, so we've got... Oh, Agnus Dei, Catholicism. So... Ooh, hang on. You see the fluffy plants are done with just shader. Oh, yeah, the half... Well, no, I knew what you meant as soon as you said Half-Life Alyx. Everyone knows about the bottle shader in Half-Life Alyx that has done any kind of research on shaders. I assume the fluffy shaders are done... The fluffy plants are done with a shader. Yes. I'm not sure I could do something like that with a shader. I made a rainbow. I was happy with my rainbow. Haven't quite figured out the texture part of it. But yes, so religious symbols. There we have Agnus Dei. Catholicism. Why the heck is a symbol of Catholicism a goat with a flag? Or possibly a sheep with a flag? I don't know. Ooh, scone. Can I have that? No. Oh. Really, Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennet into town later this afternoon to place an order for the new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient, and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Mrs. Patterson. Oh, Mrs. Patterson and Mr. Ooh, no, that was my screenshot. Thought I got another achievement. It does look like a very lovely scone, though it has probably been out a little while. Oh, it's a Lamb of God. Thanks, Dan. Yes, of course. Agnes. Yeah, because Agnew... Yeah. Related to... Because I think Agnew is lamb in French, so that makes sense. It did look a little bit like a goat giving me side-eye, to be fair, though, the first time I saw it. My dearest Arabella in gardens fair, you grace the sea, a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and your hands like petals soft and fine, in tender touch, a love divine. And in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut you'd be, the trophy of my home with glee. Okay, it was really sweet up until the end when I was compared to freshly cut roses. It's a cult of the lamb! Oh my gosh. Catholicism is actually just the cult of the lamb. Hashtag not a cult. I love that. Love that. I just love this game. It's so pretty. So well put together. But yeah, I'm also kind of a wee bit in love with this. So I'm wondering if the clue about the year 1593, 1593, in the scales, in the kitchen with the lamb. Now I sound like I'm Cluedo solving. Was Miss Scarlet in the conservatory with the revolt? I went the wrong way. No. It's 1593. Is that a 5? Yeah. In the scales. To open the lamb! I found the hidey hole. Okay, and I'm getting the bloops, but not the bloops. History sleuth. Find the secret priest's hideout. Heck yeah. Cult of the Lamb. And that's got to be... Oh, this is... Ooh. A little bit of smoky. Okay. No, that's black mold. Alright, I'm going to die down here of black mold. Is that tree roots? Must be underneath the entrance hall. Okay, this has got to get me into the orangery, right? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, see the duck! It's a tufted duck. I wonder if you get an achievement for finding all the ducks. Oh gosh, poor priest. That does not look very comfortable. Hello, right. Oh my gosh, I can't read that. My Lord Grain, thou hast ventured mightily in granting me refuge within these walls, and for such favour I remain eternally indebted to thee. The cunning of Little John in his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray extend my gratitude unto thy cook for the sustenance provided, a welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, R. Blunt, maybe. I had to read it like that. I'm sorry. Okay. And this is definitely the other side of the orangery. Yeah, and there's my seeds. Got my wolf glove. Couldn't have planted them before because I didn't. There's a really good point, Dan. I was really hoping I wouldn't find a skeleton. I don't think it's that kind of game. Oh no. How am I supposed to get back up? My door just closed. Heck. How do I get back in? Lady Mountaineers Club, first outing, 1858. Cute. Ooh, what we got? Oh. Souvenir coin. Souvenir de mon ascension. Tour Eiffel. Paris. Matterhorn. Edward Whymper. Hello. Weisshorn, Switzerland. We've seen that symbol before. Gran Paradiso, Italia, 1885. Innsbruck, Österreich, Austria. Love Innsbruck. Okay, all correspondence to the above address. The Society of Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. All prospective applicants must be supported by 3 existing fellows of the Society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of the science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary memberships to attend to annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. Annual book sale. Publishers and collectors are invited to the annual book and periodical sale to be held at... Aw, I don't know where the book sale is. Okay, we'll have a sit while we contemplate living out the rest of our existence in the orangery. Because it closed the door on us and I don't know how to get back. To be fair, we haven't looked yet. Ooh, hello, more coins. So pretty. Ben Nevis. Fort William, Scotland. Mount Ventoux. Souvenir Alpine. Mont Blanc. Eiger. Grindelwald. Lauterbrunnen. The Crystal Palace for the Great Exhibition of London in 1851. Steer and Son & Co. 5861 St Paul's, London. Okay, what's this? Oh, right, okay. 30th of July, 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I join Professor Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchards. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. 3rd of August? Yes, that follows July, but I think there's an R missing. 1862. Today, Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid, not the march orchid. Upon arrival, I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. While I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Oh, great. Gotta love the supposed male superiority in this. Oh, we can repair our own stats. There we go, we're not trapped. Excellent. coin collection. So we did find the Alps. Pixie tears, I'm thinking probably pot notes is the other thing we need. Which means we need to do some maths as to how much thingy... Which one was for the Alps? Maybe it's... Phyton. Maybe it's that one with a ram on. Ah well. We fixed, in inverted commas, the stairs. So we can get down now. Okay, so going out here. Back round to wind speed. Right. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. It just said the Alps. We now need to correlate from the letter that said... Oh god, the letter was over here. Nope, that's not that letter. Oh, maybe it was somewhere else. There was a letter about an expedition to the Alps. Because then we need to correlate the wind speed with the thing. No, that was just a way opening up that way back in. I know there was a thing because I read it. When did I read it? Okay, well, while we're trying to remember where we've read the letter. Where did we read the letter? That was the one talking about the priest hole. This is just a really cool picture of the art. That one confirmed that the pixie thing... Yeah. Painting room. Must have been in the painting room. Should now going the long way around. I need to correlate things back. Oh, that's the kitchen scales, which gave me the hint. For the other thing, that's the lamb one. That's the condescending field trip. That's a weird poem. Letter about Alps. Envelope with stamp in the orangery. Oh, it was over here. Doy. Right, it was that. We made it to the Alps. We had the thing with the thing, which was correlated to the coin that said vice, whatever it was. Yeah, go back. Wrong one. There we go. So, that was Mount Weisshorn, which is 40. Do we have a correlation for 40? Yes. Okay, so the right on the second, the right one on the first floor, and then the third and the fourth floor all the way open. Top and close those, and then decide whether the I've opened the correct door on the first floor. Possibly not. And then I need to go figure out what apple I'm squashing. Oh! And there we go. So cool. And I got a bloop. Wolf glove. The wolf glove grows in Mount Weisshorn, where weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. That's so cute. Yeah. I like that there was an extra little hidden thing we could find. We haven't yet found any other hidden clues for anything else. This game is so clever. Very cool. Okay, so now we need to go down. And now I need to figure out apple weights. I'll plant it first so I can see what pot it's going to be in. Okay, so it's the standard thingy pot. Plant pixie tears. Give it a water. Ooh. Fancy. They do not like being picked up. Okay, so, right, now we need to go and say if we're doing that one, what additive? We need to add sugar. Because it has no chlorophyll things. We need to add 97 grams of sugar. No, it's definitely no Oberdin. It's definitely not the witness. It's a nice sort of chill, find clues, a little bit of maths, but, you know, write stuff down. So I've got 97 of sugar. Where's the comparison thing for sugar? Right, okay. So, 97... Oh, I'm going to have to do some maths, aren't I? How do I get 97? Well, there's a 27... and a 30 and a 40. If I include pickup ducks. Exactly. That's right. Okay, so that would be 70, 97. Okay, so Knobbly Russet, Cat's Head, and Merlin's Mist. Knobbly Russet. Cat's Head. Merlin Mist. Pretty much all the ones that I said, oh, that's cool. I will double check. Knobbly Russet, Cat's Head, Merlin Mist. So, squish. Add cider to plant. Boom. Plant. That is so pretty. And it's got a teleporting butterfly. Oh, that is gorgeous. The pixie tears no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtains sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in the apples from orchards. So cool. So cute. Oh, there's another delivery. Look at the little flutterflies. Aww. Well, that was really clever, that one. Blue butterflies. Does that mean I'm about to get shot in the toilet? I should take a picture, quick! Ah, loving this game. I know I said I wouldn't go into the next chapter, but I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got like 4 plants. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's got 3 plants. Let's buy is a better name. Yeah. Yeah. The art is just gorgeous. So pretty. We haven't managed to make it into the library yet. What, is anything else? No, I think we've gotten into all of the bits down here. Except for whatever 13 is. Because that's not marked on it. It's on. It's marked on the map, but it's not on the key, which is just confusing. Yeah, there's the library hall and there's a 2nd floor. I haven't yawned in a while. I must be waking up. Ugh. Honestly, it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss. As to, you know, the amount. I'm going to start yawning now. I can feel it brewing. If I get a little bit sort of, you know, manic, then it tends to result in, yes, less yawns, but... See? You provoked it. Oh, that was a really big yawn now. Oh, ooh, hello. Ooh, letter from sister. Hopgood household, September 1890. Dear sister, I'm glad to hear you've returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I've changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept there. The new 3-letter code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope you can meet soon. I look forward to hearing about all your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. So, we got the code right, it just wasn't ready to unlock. I feel that it's a little unfair, Elizabeth Ann Hopgood. We put it in right, but it didn't work because we weren't in that chapter. We didn't have the clue. I understand why it wouldn't, but that is unfair because I figured it out, but I guess you're really not meant to break the game that way. I understand, but it just annoys me. See? It works now! And we got a bloop. We've got 14 of them. Powering through. Lock picker. Open the letter lock. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I got that before. I think you probably needed to get into the bottom of your own tree. So I think all of the achievements I've been getting are very much story related. Studies locked. Ooh. Thank you card. Ooh. Dear Lady Green. Thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I'm keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seem so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for all young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Yeah, at least look for a key or something. Yeah. It just... yeah. It's just a tiny little irk that I had it and it didn't let me in. Modern methods of teaching. But is it going to trigger chapter 3 at some point? Oh, no, chapter 4. Botanical Allies. An Urklet. Oh, we like that, Duncan. Also, hi. 4 new plants added. Yes, yes, teeny tiny Urk is an Urklet. I like that. You should copyright that. Oh, it's another Hodgehog. Now we've unlocked like an entire... books. Can you just smell that awesome book smell? I mean, no, because it's a video game, but I can imagine it. I mean, that's fair enough. Lurking is definitely allowed. 100%. Jokes, very much appreciated. Um, Especially language related ones. The Fox and the Crow. Complete. Ah, is Aesop's Fables. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. Well, I don't understand sarcasm, so it tends to go whoosh over my head. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds with a big strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicions and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. Tricksy fox. Very tricksy. Ooh. Hello, we've got some symbols. Oh, I pressed one. We pressed a hare. We also got a crow, a sun, a fish, and a moon. I'm thinking Aesop. Not sure what I'm triggering though. I really wish I could climb the ladders. Also, it's not on wheels. I feel like library ladders should definitely be on wheels. Also, who shelved these? It's a travesty. Travesty. Also, please don't put a candle near them. But it's so pretty. I like it. Ooh, stamps. Stamps. Those books that are on my road. Oh, yeah. So, tomorrow is the first day of the early bird donations for my Extra Life campaign because it's tabletop weekend. I don't do tabletop games, but I figured, why not do something special? Get the campaign started off with a blast. So I posted in my Discord. I have a little thing on the Nightbot alerts. I haven't yet posted on social media. I'll do that tomorrow. But if you donate $25 to my Extra Life campaign between the 12th and the 30th of April, instead of getting up to 2 times the value back in Idea Xbox games, you get up to 3 times the value back in Idea Xbox games. Only for that period of time. So, well worth. Wonders of the Night Sky. Ah, that's that symbol. Okay. Oh, okay. Do we need to do them in some particular order? Ooh, look at that stained glass. Ooh. So yes, it's really good value. And I'm only doing it for from tomorrow to the end of August. Purely because they said that if you raise X amount of money, you get this really shiny dice. And I don't need a dice, but I want it. And I figured, I did have the early bird running in January, but no one saw it because I forgot to tell anybody. So I'm like, why not do it where I can actually get something back from it? So if you also donate, you are helping me get a shiny dice. So we found a crow and a moon thing. I now can't undo that, but maybe if I press them all, it will count me and bring them back out. Yes, okay, cool. Okay, so crow and a moon. Nah, it didn't do anything. Alright, I will continue my search. Ooh, hourglass. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just absolutely fascinated by that glass effect. That's what I was referring to. Sort of frostedness. I didn't realise exactly until I caught that going up the stairs. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, paintings. I really love the art in this. There's another hodgehog. To be fair, that is the same hodgehog. I've now seen 3 paintings of it, and I love it. So I love hodgehogs. I also like this. I really like this table. Don't know why. Just good table. Ooh, so this is still a library part, but this is upstairs. Random scrolls. Oh, hello, the golden fish. One bright morning, A poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince, enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom, a cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace and servants. All the while the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. Did he see his wife, too? I'm not quite sure what the moral of that fable is. Or really the one with the crow. Sometimes I understand them. New Year's Ball. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's Ball to be given at Somerset Hall. Ooh. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Tea. Well, screw you, tea. Also, I forgot to look at the plans. Ooh, so we got the second floor now. Library, attic, bell tower. Ooh, love it. So we got some extra bits on there, though we can't get into all of those yet. Maybe we can get into them a different way. Right, what plants have we got in chapter 4? Okay, a nightfall. Vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Seed packet location, grandma's vault. Sapphire glue, looks like a mushroom. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. Seed packet location, study. Cradle fern, ooh, pretty. Past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. Location, master bedroom, odd place for a fern. Brook chalice. My friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made me want to research them. Location, attic. Ranunculus condatus, Bellichinum nidus, Cythyrella coriola, and Lilium hesperides. That's Scottish, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the Crow Fable, the Fish Fable, and the Night Sky book. The Ball Invitation, not a thing. We've got the Hiccups, love that. No, don't love that. Ooh. We have an odd placement of a window with a floor in it. Confusing. And also the rising sun. Okay. Are we expected to put these in a certain order? And the hare and the tortoise. Everyone knows the hare and the tortoise fable. At midday, I think that might be the clue. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then lay down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare woke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimated the tortoise. And as the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." So, at midday, the rising sun, one bright morning, the night sky, and one evening. Okay, so I'm going to have to press them all in again because... Right, okay. Anyone remember what I just said? So that's an evening, wasn't it? Okay. So, I think it was that. No, wait. We have mucked it up again. Okay. So, the rising sun, one bright morning, midday, evening. There we go. Thank you, Dan. I got it as you posted that, but I'll give you credit anyway. Yeah, sometimes I will say something and then I'll be like, what did I just say? Honestly. Ooh, sunset of the 1st of May, red, orange, yellow, pink. Oh, pretty. Sunset the 22nd of May, blue, pink, orange. Sunset of the 8th of July, blue, purple, pink, orange. Yeah, well, this is where we have other people to remember stuff for us, Leaky, though. Alright, London Record. And Weekly Journal of Literature, Science and Art, number 15, volume 7. Ending 9th of May, 1829. Price 1 penny. Lindley appointed chair of botany at the University College London. After an esteemed early career as an assistant secretary to the Horticultural Society, an admission and one of the youngest ever fellows to the Linnean Society, John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and consider it amusement for ladies rather than occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Linley also challenged the Linnean classification and proposes many changes. Of course he does. Have a great walkies. I probably will be finished before you come back, I'll be honest. I seem to... Ooh, picking up some seeds though. We just picked up a nightfall. I might do one more plant or I might collect some more clues, but we won't be finishing this chapter on stream because at some point I do need to go to bed, and that some point will be in the next 20 minutes. So if you take less than 20 minutes, then I will see you. Otherwise, have a great walk and I'll catch you later. Sunset of October 14th, green, blue, pink, orange. Sunset of 28th of April, purple, red, orange, yellow. Okay, so if you're no good with colours, it writes them out. I like that. Good accessibility. Oh, there's more sunsets over here. If you have a terrible memory, well, you're just going to have to take lots of screenshots. I'm not going to read all these out, but I will bring them up. They are very pretty. I love the watercolour. I love watercolours. And obviously knowing that that is then some sort of shader effect to produce that just makes me go, oh. Alright, nightfall progress. Oh, this is Grandma's research. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove that it's more than just a myth. So far I've deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Tasks for this month. Monitor nightfall seedlings. Rose planting something. Collect field samples. Seed collection. Rose planting list. Okay. Ooh, and a key for the study. Oh, that was the locked room off the library. So, your grandmother is researching this. So, Grandma's paintings and then the sunset, I'm reckoning. Grandma's research notes. So, sunset, particular type of year. It's got to be something to do with the colours. We're gonna go with that. I liked that little puzzle. Took me a little while to figure it, but I liked that. That was cute. We still have door blocked by tree, which, as I said, amuses me greatly. Hello. Ooh, I see shiny. Shiny means collect seeds. We also have the sapphire gleam. Oh, that is an interesting seed. That one looks like a pickle. Right. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they've become carnivorous, because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms growing on trees is usually a sign that they're consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Okay. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One I recall was a favourite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before the summer ends, or the professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Okay, well, Uncle Theodore there is being nice. Meadow Orchids of Britain. Professor Montague. Ah, yes. My dear friend, I've been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it's so seldom we are able to see our work published. Consider your uncle's reputation in the scientific field. Have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it'd be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. And Anne will be Anne Montague, who probably did most of the work, as was common back then. Yeah, the only way women could get any kind of recognition was basically to either ask someone else to publish their work or to publish under a name. Alright, tree diseases. Red tree pox. Small red spots on the bark. Adding fertilizer. Tree diseases. Hypoxylin. Hypoxylin causes black patches to form on the bark of a tree. It's usually a sign that the tree is lacking hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasites. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree receives from the soil. Eventually it causes the tree to dry out and lose all of its leaves. It's currently no known cure. And bark rust. A disease that isn't particularly harmful, usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. I think we have to diagnose the big tree. I think it might be a root parasite. Hello, what are you? Kingfisher egg. Why do we have bird eggs? Speckled... Oh, I've seen those. Speckled sparrow eggs. Shoveler duck egg. Quail egg. Crested owl egg. So pretty. Golden mallard egg. Red-billed moorhen egg. I don't really think of owls as coming from eggs, so they would because they're birds. I don't know why. Duck egg. River swan egg. Blue heron egg. I don't know why I didn't consider that owls also came from eggs. That's a weird disconnect that I had in my brain. Mushroom book and tree diseases. Cool. Maybe we can cure it by... Okay. I need a plant pot. I'm gonna cure a tree. Okay, that's kind of cute. I fixed the tree! And I got a bloop. That is so pretty! That is so pretty. And it opened the door. So pretty. The sapphire gloom is a wildly misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees and, opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Now that was beautiful. Though I'm still really freaked out that there's a tree in the house. now, random bit of tree, can get into the door that was blocked by tree. Thank you, tree. Pretty. The trapped fairy. Oh, well, that's sad. We can sit again. A very nice window seat. No, that's a very boring corridor view. I'm sorry. Nice window seat. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. Never seen or heard of it flowering before, none of my books mention it. It was so beautiful. Do you have an idea what would have caused this? Of your friend Edith. Okay, brook chalice. Letter about weeds. So clearly, like the bird's eggs. A friend wrote to me about it. Okay, there we go. But yeah, there's bird's eggs in a fairy painting. I'm not quite sure where that comes in. Attic is locked. Okay. Cradle fern with the owl eggs. Cradle fern with the owl eggs. So, bird eggs and fern painting. I'm betting that that spotted owl or whatever it was is becoming extinct or something. And that's why. I love that they're just randomly potting stations around this house. It's great. Okay, let's just see what else there is here. 2 rooms. Okay, we'll go in the one we opened first. And as you're shining at us. We've got the cradle fern seeds. 10 more minutes. Okay. Petition. Presented to the Honourable House of Commons. The Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection. It's a petition. Okay, in recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. And we ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, Arabella Green. Yes, that is totally, it's a whole bird thing. Again, not quite sure what the fairy has to do with it, but aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? Yeah, specialised in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, and duckweed. Make an appointment today. Let's not. It's not a weed. We're in the master bedroom. Love that. Love that glass effect. And also the curtains. Why are the fires everywhere? I suppose we're keeping it humid for the plants. Ah, now we're going to have the relevance of the trapped fairy. A folk tale, the trapped fairy. Once upon a time there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of the time and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offence and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke, though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bed closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Okay, well that's just vaguely creepy. That's got to be Nightfall. Fairy story. Fairy painting. Fairy painting might have the colours of the sunset. Hello. My dear Nova. Never forgotten. Cat tributes. We respect. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I'm not sure it was worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brimsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitats, where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. I like Eliza. Eliza knows what's what. Yep. Plants. Looks like aloe. Essence of arnica flower. Tincture of red clover. Nature does have the best remedies. Ooh, the bath geyser. Provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will be applied. Okay, so obviously need some hot water. And a random pipe. We've got a pipe piece. It's a pipe puzzle. Love a good pipe puzzle. One more pipe piece somewhere, please. Here's our quit to repair the geyser in your bathroom. Cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. Shillings? Excuse me. I just fixed it myself in 14 seconds. Okay, I forgot a step. Ooh, I got a bloop for it though. Who needs a plumber? So there's the whole water temperature thing, and I actually need to turn on the tap. There we go. So then we should get water, which is going to... That's what we're going to put the thingy in. I'm going to drain the bath because I don't know what temperature I'm supposed to put it at yet. But definitely didn't need no plumber. 18 out of 36. Ooh, exactly half. So, from the rarities, some secrety stuff. I'm not looking at them. Yeah, anyway, clean and tidy. Flush the toilet. Oh, is that what I did? I thought I was turning on the bath. Oh well, I got an achievement for flushing the toilet and connecting the pipe. So I got 2 achievements, which puts me at halfway. So we know where we're putting that plant. Slightly messy, I like it. Oh, and I got a bloop. No, that's the clean and tidy one catching up on my phone. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during a recent Meadow Orchard expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to all of us. I look forward to future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I have put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. Okay, maybe he's less of an asshole if he'll put stuff in. Ooh, attic key. Health and safety warning. The factory of Barton Ironworks has been illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cairn, River Summer, River Chew. River Frome was also affected by the water, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We're still researching what led to that effect. Oh, so I'm guessing the River Frome is where the cradle fern lives. No, something's gone wrong. Okay, so I haven't got the clues right yet. Anyway, okay. Somerset River Trust, river swimming. Make sure you can enjoy swimming clear the most popular rivers of all aquatic reefs. Cam and the Chew and the River Summer have also been cleared thanks to the services. Ah, right, okay. Thanks to your monthly donations. Okay, so... the bird egg, the fern painting, the River Trust, the weed removal and the government notice. Well, I thought they were all relevant. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Oh, hey Lady McGree. Yeah, this game is awesome. Dearest Arabella, I'm writing to share with you a exciting discovery I've made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sounds and seem to thrive when exposed to musical melodies from the natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. Hello, Rivers of Somerset. Right, okay. The River Frome is 25 degrees. Right, so I think maybe I got things mixed up. No, I think there's so many clues for this cradle fern. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with something else. Oh no, I'm getting the brook chalice mixed up with the cradle fern. Fern painting. Bird eggs. Reset. 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 Gosh darn it. That one has the petition. But the brook chalice is the thing in the weed removal. The bath geyser, river notice, river trust. And, oh, wrong way. I need to click in first. River poster. There we go. I got the fern and the chalice mixed up. Right. So once we have the brook chalice, we need to put it at 25 degrees. Do we have that one? We may have picked it up. On this one is obviously for the melody. Bird calls. Okay, so we've got to have the bird call of the crested owl. E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, D, E, G, F. But we don't have the thing out yet. So that one is letter about melodies and bird calls. We haven't yet unlocked the nightfall stuff. We don't have the plan, so it's pointless putting the melody thing in there. And at least it's behind us if we need it. I need a potting station. There we go. We haven't found... It's in the attic. Where was the attic? We haven't unlocked the attic. Hmm. 8 is attic. 4 corridor. Oh, it's the tree room. Oh, I think it's possibly the other side of this. There we go. Attic. Flower growing curiosities. Trapped moths. Oh, okay. So that's got to be to do with that nightfall thing. Ah, moth spotting. Oh my gosh. So, right. This is going to be very confusing. Those are all for the nightfall flower thing. Okay. We did say we were going to finish up. I just want to make the bath flower. Which means I need the seed. Which has got to be up here. Now there's a little piggy. A rusty pig. I mean, we could probably put the rusty pig in the thing. Hang on. Photoreceptors allows them to see the colour of light. They can tell the time of day and know when to open their buds. Exact time is different for each flower, but mostly respond to the light and the colour of the sky. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick any flowers to blooming. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Hello, so that's how we do that one, and we need to put some colour things in. Right, which means we need to figure out But I want my... Yes. Oh, my dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I should dinner for you to meet my neighbour's son, Edward. He's a successful business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas well may aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it's best to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours sincerely. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. Well, Aunt Agnes can go, you know. Jack! There's my seeds. Brook Chalice. I'm also going to take the rusty pig down. Botanist Digest. Conversation with Professor Montague. Every plant of your leaf holds secrets. My aim is simply to discover. Renowned botanist. Blah, 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 blah. Discovering new species. Such as the Dactylorbizerb Montague or Hood Marsh Orchid. I'm fairly certain that's the one that Arabella found. Thank you very much. Look at that window. So pretty. Okay. So, loving this. Dust motes. Okay. So. Site of plants. That's all my clues. So, all the clues are locked in. 25, and I want the rusty pig. An odd thing to want, I know. But there was a thing about it cleaning rust, and I don't know. It just stuck in my head. 25 degrees. Where's my plant pot? Right, okay, cool. So, Brook Chalice. I'm going to water it, even though it's literally going to get deluged. Oh, it always shrinks. It doesn't like me. Okay, 25. Alright. Fill plant. And then we'll finish this. So look, rusty. Plant blooms. Absolutely gorgeous. Oops, my bathtub is now no longer usable. It needed the rust. I thought it was going to make the pig not rusty. Oh look, no, now it's made the pig not rusty. Gorgeous. No rusty pigs. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often, as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. Doesn't look like a weed to me. If I saw that in my pond, I'd be like, that's amazing. It's still a rusty pig, though. I was hoping it would be not rusty. Anyway, I'm sure that was a bloop. Brook chalice. Can't believe we accidentally flushed the toilet. I thought that was connected to the water thing. I didn't realise it was a... Yeah, so there's possibly some other hidden achievements that we haven't yet inspected everything, but... we have the information for Cradle Fern and Nightfall, if I translate. So basically with this one, we need to figure out the time so we can figure out the colour of the sunset, so we can trick the plant. And then with this one, we just need to mimic the call of the owl, the crested owl, which was whatever I put in chat, ECD, EGF. We're not going to do that because we're going to finish because we need to go to bed. But we got all the clues. And then there's chapter 5, which has 3 plants, which would finish the game. So if I wanted to play for another hour, then I could totally finish the game in one stream. But no, because what I want you to do is all go and download this game. It's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, it's included in Game Pass. And I think price wise. I want to say $24.99. Oh yeah, $24.99 or £20.99. In the UK's, and I believe they said until the 14th, which is a couple of days' time. It's 10% off on Steam if you play on Steam. The sound of Joe being tempted. Yeah, I know, right? It's even fun to watch others play stuff. I mean, yes, it's on. Yes, it's on Steam. You can buy it on PC, Duncan. You should definitely go buy it on PC. There's an introduction offer. It's discounted for another couple more days. And it's also on Switch if you have a Switch. And both flavors of Xbox on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. So yes, you should go buy it. And yes, I mean, honestly, if the side effects of these meds weren't, kicking my ass and causing me to be ridiculously overtired and sleep like 10, 11 hours a night, I would totally continue and finish this game on stream. Kitty. And I really want to. But also I kind of don't want to do it all at once. And I want to save some because I'm really enjoying it. And it's really clever and really well put together and really beautiful. I was going to go, why is there a fishbowl under the bed? And I'm like, no, that's a chamber pot. I mean, just stuff like this with the bathtub and the tree in the house with the blue mushrooms. Wrong way. And how all the clues go, it's just so clever. Just so clever and so beautiful. It's either fish. Yeah, it's definitely not a fishbowl. It's just so clever and so beautiful. Really well put together. Like, just the attention to detail is great. And that's basically similar to the title screen, I think. Okay, the clouds are a little weird. Granted, it sort of feels like we're in like a snow globe. But I mean, everything else is great.
2 goldfish are in a tank. One turns to the other and asks, "Do you know how to drive this thing?"
An appropriate puns, Graph. Hi. I am just about to end, but I appreciate you coming in and thank you so much for the resub. Gosh, we're nearly at 4 years? Is that? We're nearly at 4 years. Wow. And on Twitch. Obviously, I've been streaming for like 7 years. Which I think my stream anniversary is coming up, like when I started streaming this month, some point. So yeah, this is gorgeous. I love it. Botany Manor came out 2 days ago, 9th of April. It's amazing. So I'm going to save. Quit. It even has the cutest little loading icon. So we'll just put the credits on because, Balloon Studios. Apparently, some people that used to work where I work at Balloon Studios and made this game. Which means that maybe I recognise... So Lord of Mayor used to work at us too. Kip Byrne, Harry Nesbitt, Tim Steer, Thomas Williams. Some of those names are vaguely familiar. I didn't do the whole thing, Dan. No, I stopped. And it's published by Whitethorn Games. We love Whitethorn. I didn't do the whole thing. I did one more flower. And I was like, I'm just going to put the credits up. I didn't finish it. But I wanted to put the credits up. Oh, Chorus World One. The credit. Yeah, I will always put the credits up if there's an option. Because it means that I don't feel so guilty for not finishing it on stream. Of course, now all names are looking familiar to me. WY's Balloon Studios. Whitethorn Games. Not Whitehorn, Whitethorn. Common mistake that I will often make unless I look at it because I know I always get them the wrong way around. So yeah, it's beautiful. Botany Manor. I didn't manage to break it. There was one tiny an Urqulet, if you will, and I saw one typo. But, you know, I am the sort of person that, you know, notices those things because I need to notice those things on my side of the fence as well. So, yeah. Other than that, extremely good game. Loved it. Not finished it yet. Want to savor a little bit. We got 19 out of 36 achievements. We know how to do the next two flowers, the Nightfall and the Cradle Fern. I don't really want to look at the achievements because I want to, you know, I want to sort of see if I can discover all the stuff without looking. So yeah, Botany Manor, love it. Was very excited waiting for this game. Wasn't quite sure what to expect. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, and another reminder, pick up all the ducks. Has to be one. I know, right? Has to be one for picking up all the ducks. Well, so far we have picked up all the ducks. There's obviously still an area we've not been to because there's the chapter 5. But yeah, so really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. Thank you everyone for being here. Just a reminder that from tomorrow, the 12th of April until the 30th of April, I've got the early bird offer on my extra live stream for donating $25 and getting extra tokens to redeem for ID at Xbox games, just for that 2-week period. They are limited, so obviously I'm not going to say you can only donate $25 because if you want to donate more, it is for the kids. But maybe don't take them all up at once and leave and see how it goes. Just so that everyone has a chance if they want to. I will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. Yes, I'll be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what I will be streaming. I may let my random to-do list dictate for me. I might just look at my backlog of stream games and go, I'm going to do that. We will see. It also depends on how much energy I've got. And hiccups and yawning and various things like that. Anyway, it's been absolutely lovely spending time with you all. Hopefully you enjoyed the game. I really did. Hopefully you go out and get it. Highly recommend that. And yeah, just, you know, have a great rest of your week. Why is that pigeon giving me side eye? Leaky. And also, there's a little dancing bee. I like the bee. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Thanks to Scruff for the resub. Thank you everyone for stopping by and chatting. This has just been, yeah, just a really delightful game, a nice chill stream. Exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed today. So, yeah. Just perfect, basically. Perfect end to the day. I'm now going to get in bed and read my book that I was really wanting to read, and I'm glad I didn't skip the stream. So, really appreciate you all. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. Hopefully catch you at the weekend. Nice. Oh yeah, and I'm Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Sometimes I forget that, but you probably already know that anyway, but